Is 5:33 a.m. and we are about to get started. I'm here, don't worry, and it has been a good weekend. It is Monday morning, Monday the 10th of February, I believe, and we're good to go. Timer is ready, set, good to go. And for those of you who are watching, my name is Toby. I am 40 years old and I train to live an active, self-sufficient and adventurous life. I do so by minding my sleep, minding what I eat, doing my strength training, conditioning training and mobility training. And I do most of that online every morning for about 30 minutes so that we can have a conversation about health and fitness. That is probably quite overdue because when we're in our 40s, we want to stay fit and healthy because we're not even halfway through life yet. And we've got a lot more ahead of us and to come. This is about the way I feel, not about the way I look. I want to feel fit, competent, capable for life. And I think that living healthy, moving frequently and often, sleeping well, eating well, will help me feel fit, capable, and competent for life. And so far, the thesis has been proven correct by life itself. I think every fitness journey and health journey is personal. So wherever you are on your journey, I've been 15, I've been 20, I've been 25, I've been 30, I've been 35, I've been 40, and I've had different goals in different phases and different stages of my life, and that is completely fine. As long as you have a personal goal that you're working towards, I think you're probably learning something about health and fitness and are on the right track. Whether the goal is to maintain weight, like I have, to gain weight, to lose weight, to get stronger, to get bigger muscles, to get better muscle definition, to build endurance, to compete in a power meet, to build the strength and stamina for certain type of team or combat sports, whatever it is that you are, or individual sports as a supplement to other training, whatever it is you're training for, I hope you're doing something that you enjoy, that you're having fun with, and that you want to come back to regularly. And for me, that has proven to be a kettlebell over the last year and a bit. We're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work, friend. So I'm going to hit the timer and we are going to get started. Justin, hi Justin. Thanks for dropping by. I am doing well, and I hope you're doing well as well. And I appreciate you dropping by and saying hello at 5:36 a.m. I'm just going to do a brief warm-up. So yesterday was quite an intense day because after the morning workout and run, I went for a 45-minute run, we went out to one of the parks for a 5-hour stroll slash hike with the family. That was a lot of fun and we enjoyed ourselves, but my legs are killing me because for about 2.5 of those hours I had apparently 16 kilos, and that is not counting the backpack he was sitting in strapped to my back, because it was quite a long walk for someone very small with very short legs. So here we are. I hope that I'm going to be able to do 200 kettlebell swings this morning, but it might be a bit of a stretch, but we'll find out, right? Don't we just love those kettlebells? I think everyone is different and everyone has different tools that they enjoy working with. And that's why we have such a variety of equipment in the gym. Also, what I think kettlebells have proven to be very versatile and useful. Yesterday was a good day because I have a goal of at least once a month, but preferably every week, spending about 4 or 5 hours out in nature with the family, just being out and doing something. So it means that every month we would at least have one of these long hikes, because I notice a significant difference in where my mind is at the end of a day like that. See, no phone, not sitting there consuming information, walking at a leisurely pace, outside in the fresh air, eating outside in the fresh air, talking, arguing, having all kind of adventures in the fresh air. And see, our oldest, who's not very big either, also has short legs, is a real trooper, and did a lot of walking all the way through the end of the entire thing. I was very proud of him. Right, sir. See you next time. It's 9:38 p.m. Hey, there you go. Sleep well. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for dropping by all the way out of Arizona. And have fun at your workout tomorrow morning. I think the 5 a.m. workout is a great slot for workouts. And thanks for dropping by and saying hi. I appreciate that. All right, we're almost done with a little bit of mobility here. We're going to do some warming up, some hand-to-hand swings, some deadlifts, just to see where we stand, how we're moving. Now we have to get started on the full program soon. And for all of you who are watching, in case you didn't catch it at the start, my name's Toby. I'm 40 years old. I'm training to live an active, self-sufficient, and adventurous life. I do so by minding my sleep, minding what I eat, doing strength training, conditioning training, mobility training, 7 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. A combination of strength and conditioning with kettlebells. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, mobility, and Sunday a mix of both. As this is the day that I tend to have the least on my schedule. It's nice to go out for a run on Sunday mornings, I think. Hey, the deadlifts were fine. Let's see where we are on the hand-to-hand swings with the 8 kilo. Also doing all right. Going to do some squats with the 8 kilo, and then we're going to move on to the 12. Continue the warm-up. And then we have some real work ahead of us after that. Whew. So how do we feel we're doing? I feel it's halfway into February and we're doing all right. Still have a long way to go this year. Still have a long way to go in life. But in terms of health and fitness and strength and conditioning, I think we can say that we are not at all doing that bad. Actually, I mean, I am not complaining about the 5-hour walk. I think it was a good way to spend time with the family, because it also gets them outdoors and moving. And to be very honest, if I spend 40 hours a week sitting, give or take, I'm not even counting the hours that I'm lying because I'm sleeping, I think we should really consider the fact that when we have time off, like the weekend, like a full day, if there is anything better we can do for ourselves than actually go out into nature and just spend time moving and using our bodies and walking around. Because this funny thing happens as I'm walking, right? Our head's full, my head's full. We're thinking there are all of these things going on in the brain and in the mind. And then by the end of that walk, the brain suddenly resets. The brain suddenly resets itself entirely. There's no more noise in my mind. But it takes 3 or 4 hours of movement continuously to actually get to that point of peace and quiet. And I know there's meditation, mindfulness, a good sports class with really loud music that is going to help us achieve something somewhat similar, maybe. But there's something about the fields and the blue sky and the sounds of nature and the fresh air that, if you'd ask me, I'd say makes a big difference somehow. But hey, that's just me. We're all warmed up. First set, 20 swings. Let's see how this goes this morning. Oh, there we go. 20 down, 20 seconds of rest, give or take, before we go again. This is a good combination of strength and conditioning. Okay, second set down, into the third set. Stay focused. Mind good technique, breathing. We've done it before, we can do it again. Third set down, fourth set to go. Fifth set, incoming. We've got this. Stay calm, stay focused. Just keep counting the reps. Minding your technique. Swing, thrust, plank at the top. Fifth set, sixth set coming up. What's important next is going for a win. Sixth set. We've got a couple of other exercises after this, but this is the core of the training. Seventh set, incoming. We're going to make this happen this morning. 200 kettlebell swings and counting. All right, we doing good? We're going to get somewhere. Seventh set. Eighth set coming. Seventh. He who can master his breathing can master anything. Let's keep going. Eighth set. Incoming. Remember, we started with 10 times 6. We worked our way up to 10 times 20. All right, ninth set coming up. See, we're almost there, friends. Going to hit that 200 fair and square. Showing up and doing the work. Final set coming up. I'm going to check your messages after that. Then set 20 swings. We've got this. And you can be done for the morning. You do this, you're good for today. Let's go. Final set. What do we call that? We call that victory against ourselves, against the kettlebell. in life. 200 kettlebell swings. Done. All right, give me a thumbs up if you're in the chat or watching, or some hearts or some flames if you think 200 kettlebell swings for breakfast is as it should be. What does it do for you? Looking good for 40s, though. Just a dude. Hey there, just a dude. I appreciate the compliment. Thanks. Kettlebell swings. Proper hip hinge, deadlift movement. Works the same muscle groups slightly differently. Added benefit of cardio, full body activation, because it is a deadlift, swing, plank at the top, exhale, full body core stability, bring it back down, controlled, let it pull you through, and again, that deadlift motion, thrusting the hips forward, causes the weight to go up to a point where it is weightless. You can do it with a very heavy one, you become very strong. Do it with a medium to lightweight, so 16 kilos for men would be considered light, though I find it quite heavy. And you'll be working more on conditioning. And it's a full body workout, in a sense. And it's of course the precursor for the clean, and the clean and press, clean and jerk, and the snatch. And my goal is to work towards 100 snatches in 10 minutes with a 20 kilogram this year. So building that baseline of being able to do 200 swings is going to help me get to that goal. I hope I answered your question. You let me know. Mel B, hey, Mel B, good morning. I hope you're doing all right. Thanks for dropping by, saying hi. And I hope you're well. We're going to move on to some squats and rows. 7 rows left, 7 rows right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is the part where we start just taking it easy, building reps and volume. And it might seem a bit light, but over time, we're going to get to 10 and 10 of 24 every minute on the minute. And, well, that's not going to be so light anymore. And then it becomes this interesting combination of conditioning and strength all over again. Am I right? But I'm in no hurry to build up to that, because the last 2 years have taught me that every time I start to rush, I get injured. And that's what we're trying to prevent. So I have this fun video that talks about my 5 training principles. I'll recap 2 of those for you if you're watching, and you can see if you find what I have to say interesting, whether you want to subscribe or not. So the first one is, don't get injured. Whatever you do, don't get injured. Because when you're injured, you can't train, you need to recover. It takes time. You don't only deteriorate, set back, but you have to make good on that, and then jump ahead again. And that, my friends, is not an easy thing to do. so don't get injured. Second one is do something you enjoy, because nothing's going to create any lasting effects unless you continue to come back to it over time. And the only things we tend to come back to over time when we are not being forced to train because it's our job, because we're professional athletes or trainers, is things we enjoy. You're answering, I didn't know that. I have to try them. I appreciate it. You're very welcome, Just a Jude. I appreciate the question. And thanks for dropping by and being interested. 5 push-ups. And back to the rows, because we're combining the squats and the cleans at the moment. All right. So, do something you enjoy and don't get injured. You can train by those 2 principles. You can be very consistent throughout a year. And you're consistent for 12 months, 3-4 times a week. You're going to feel better. Not sure what you look like, because looks and weight management have a lot more to do with nutrition if you're trying to get shredded or lean than with training. But your body will start to function better and differently because you are giving it the attention it requires and deserves. Oh. All right. I am really sweating, by the way. That's probably a good workout this morning. All right, swing, reverse lunge. Clean reverse lunge. Easy peasy, 6 times. No stress. Make sure that rack position is proper. Down, swing, clean. There we go. 16 kilos, no mean feat. And you can probably hear how taxing that is as an exercise 6 times. So you can be sure your body's doing some serious work. With a swing, clean, reverse lunge. You can also do a regular lunge. And since I'm unable to get any overhead presses in, it's nice to be able to get in some push-ups. Again, after 3-4 months of actually not doing any push-ups. The only thing I need to figure out now is the pull-ups. Alright, final sequence. Last set of swing cleans and reverse lunges, and then the last set of push-ups after. And we're going to be good to go for today after doing some rotator cuff work. So, in today's insights, spend time in nature. Enjoy it. It's good for us. Helps switch off the mind. Makes us function slightly better. I need to mind where I step on this mat. Training is also a measure of control. Don't get injured. inside number 2. So when we get injured, we can't train, we need to recover. We get set back on our path and progress, and catching up is a hard game to play. And as always, just remember, consistency is the most important thing, and consistency is absolutely key to building strength and conditioning over time that is going to serve us well in life. All right, friends, find a set of push-ups. I'm going to do some rotator cuff shoulder stability work, and then we're going to make a cup of coffee and start this day. All right, it's amazing. Good work, good workout. I appreciate you all dropping by. It is 6:15 a.m. We're going to grab a rubber band. I'm just going to do a little bit. This never takes very long. I'm trying to. And you can see where this comes back in the bent over rows. I'm trying to activate that lat. And the reason to want to do that is because my physiotherapist told me to do it. I'm joking. Though that is part of the reason. Is to make sure I know what it feels like to activate it. And that it's being used throughout the day with specific movements to help properly align the joint, apparently, and a rib. Apparently, I was having some issues up there. Who knew? I wouldn't have known. So anyway, these are my exercises from the physiotherapist. If you're having shoulder issues, I'd suggest finding someone and talking to them about the issue, getting some professional guidance, because we want to fix the problem and not make it worse over time. A slight change in the camera angle so you can actually see what I'm doing. I can always feel this one across the shoulder there. Some movements. I get pain across the top. There's just something wrong with the shoulder. But hey, I am 40 years old. There are bound to be some technical issues at 40 that we need to deal with. Apologize for the view. That's just the way the table is set up. I don't feel like dragging around the camera every time I move. It's a lot less painful on this side. It feels more like I'm just using the muscles rather than something being slightly out of whack. In any case, we're almost done. For those of you who are watching, don't know, my name's Toby. I am 40 years old. I train to live an active, self-sufficient, and adventurous life. I do so by minding my sleep, trying to get between 7 and 9 hours every night. The last few days have been good for me. Try to mind what I eat, try to eat within my energy balance, which is around 2,100 calories. And I try to eat lots of greens, healthy, wholesome foods. I try to take in between 120 and 150 grams of protein a day. I usually hit the 100 mark because of that goal. All right. So, in any case, this is about the way I feel, not about the way I look. I want to feel fit, capable, and competent for life. I want to be able to go out on adventures. I want to be able to be self-sufficient. Most importantly, I'd like to be able to keep up with my kids as they grow up. Even when I hit that 50, 55 mark, I would like to be energetic and able as I am now. So that's what we are slowly but surely walking towards. Over time. If that's something you're interested in, you go ahead, check out my channel, and we can continue the conversation. I can tell you from personal experience, few things are going to wake you up like 200 kettlebell swings in 10 minutes are going to wake you up. Oh, and that's it, friends. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for spending the time with me. Wishing you a good day. Justin, Mel B, just a dude. Thanks for dropping by. Bowman's Jim. Hey, thanks for dropping by. Hadn't seen you drop in there. Sorry. Hope you're doing well. I still need to check out that shoulder mobility work you did. Didn't get around to it over the weekend, but I'll be sure to leave a comment when I find it on the Osido's channel. We're good, just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way to get anything done, friends, is by showing up and doing the work. So I will see all of you tomorrow. Take care.